Hello, I'm Philip Sneed, President and CEO of the Arvada Center for the Arts and Humanities. Many of you have donated to our campaign, and we are so grateful for your support. We're a little over halfway to our goal of raising $1 million by September 1st. If you have donated, thank you. This week you're going to meet Arvada Center's Lighting Director, Jon Olson. Jon has worked in professional theater for 26 years and at the Arvada Center for the last 17. Jon started out as a light board operator for our children's theater. He then became master electrician, overseeing electrics crews and lighting designers. In 2013, he was promoted to lighting director. So many of our employees begin their careers at the Arvada Center and work their way up, gaining valuable knowledge from colleagues and through hands-on experience. Jon has dedicated countless hours to his craft and his career, so that you can have a better experience when you come to the theater.
My name is Jon Olson. I am the lighting director here at the Arvada Center. The best way I have found to describe it is that it's very similar to painting, where a painter would have a canvas and have his palette of colors and his brushes. A lighting designer uses this stage and whatever's on it as their canvas, with angle or the distribution of light, the intensity of light. One of the most powerful moments for me, proudest moments, was Drowning Girls. We put an immense amount of water on that stage, and it was just a very different process. It was my first time working as a lighting designer with Lynn Collins. Everybody on that design team, the actresses, all the crew, we all just came together and brought our own parts to that show. I think that's why that show was such a success. What is most precious to me about doing theater are those who I work with and the family that we create. I was born and raised here in Colorado. I love Colorado. I met my wife while I was working at Heritage Square Music Hall. We've been married 15 years. We have two amazingly beautiful boys. One is 13 now and the other is going to be 11 in just a few days. They're wonderful kids. They are. They're so different. They require different things than me. They are why I do everything. My number one job in life is to be a good father. You know, we've exposed them to theater. We've taken them here. My oldest son started doing theater at his middle school and started doing lighting, and it's crazy. It's so fun, and I got to help him a little bit with his light plot and figure out where he is and things. And it was a really proud moment to go see their play and to see him sitting behind a lighting console and he was really modest. He's like, it doesn't have a whole lot of cues and things, but what they had, it was amazing. It was great for what they had. Life is tough. I mean, especially right now, and I think we all struggle at times to find a way to express ourselves. Some of us are more articulate than others, and we can have a conversation. We can be tuned into what's going on with us and get it out there and deal with it. Others, have a really hard time trying to not just express what they feel, but to even identify what it is they're feeling. All of these art forms are a way of getting out what is bottled up inside of us. In some ways, it helps me be a better parent because I can have a conversation with my son, and sometimes bringing them to a show, might help them understand that. Theater, in a lot of ways, is a mirror to society. Hold that mirror up in front of you and look at yourself and say, wow, okay, yes, that is something that's going on in my life, or wow, that's something that's going on in our society, our community. We need to take a harder look at ourselves and things. I don't know that you can find anything more powerful than that. The bonds and the friendships you create here in theater tend to last forever. It's a family, and that's what makes being closed right now so difficult. It's a scary time, and to not know, when exactly things are going to come back and things like that, and how your family members are going to get through this is incredibly difficult and emotional. I know there's a lot of theaters that have just shut down and said we're not doing shows for a whole season. But the Arvada Center is different. We're still here trying to get through this as a family, and we're still trying our our hardest to come up with creative ways to get our art forms out there, whether it be performing or fine arts. And we're working our tails off trying to make sure that our community and our friends still have this art in their lives.
So much goes on behind the scenes to make theater come to life on stage. Our theaters remain dark, but we are planning right now for next season. Your support will help us reopen our doors and light up the stage. So please consider making a gift to Reignite the Arts.